you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all time. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program.
Let the example. They threw it away. There is no way Mazen Nandekano will give that opportunity again. He will never. Because he himself said it. That Uburone, how many times will something happen to you before you learn a lesson? Only once. In some cases, you don't even allow it to happen once. You learn from what happened to your neighbor. You learn from what happened to others. Don't wait for it to happen to you. But if peradventure it happens to you, let it be once. This is what is going on. Yesterday was a very massive revelation. Yesterday was a very, I say every stage that we get into, every stage, there is always a revelation to make. Every stage. That is why you see Biafra is going to be a clean and sound nation. Anything that is defiled will not be part of the restoration. Anything that is not pure will not be part of the restoration. Anything or anybody that is not truthful will not be part of the restoration. Today, the people who are still standing are the truthful ones who can tell you what the way it is without missing words. And as long as you're standing on the truth, you will remain unshakable. They will never shake you. They will try, but they can't succeed. Just like you see them dancing from pillar to pole against Master Simon Ekpa, trying to plan this and plan that. But the more they continue to do what they are doing, the more Master Simon Ekpa grow from glory to glory, from glory to glory. They have announced him again yesterday. Yesterday was another major announcement for Master Simon Ekpa. And I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okikabiam, if you are a Biafran and you're not in Twitter, you are not doing yourself a good better. If you're a Biafran and you're not on Twitter, you are not doing yourself good. Go to Twitter and follow Master Simon Ekpa. You don't need to do anything. Just follow him and retweet. Every single tweet he tweets, retweet it. That is your responsibility. Retweet every single tweet he tweets. Retweet it. Just retweet it. That is it. That's all you got to do. If you are a Biafran watching me and you have access to internet, you are online, make sure you have a Twitter account. And in that Twitter account, follow Mazi Simon Ekpa. When you tap Simon Ekpa on Twitter, you're going to see him. Follow him. All you have to do, retweet every single tweet that he tweets. I am repeating this word for emphasis. I have said it time without number. I am not a motivational speaker. I am a freedom fighter. And I will pass my message to make sure it sinks into your ear. So when you see me repeating word and repeating word, don't get offended. Don't get confused. I can repeat word as many times as possible to make sure that it sink into people's head. Because more especially the people we are talking to, our Biafran people, some of them have blockhead. Some of our Biafrans are very daft. They will not hear until when you put your mouth in their ear and shout. That is why we have to repeat words again and again. I repeat words again and again. So don't get offended. For those of you who might be asking, somebody wrote it on my comment section and asking me why am I repeating word again and again. I repeat word for emphasis. For people to be able to get the information straight. Wherever you are watching from. If you are in Biafra land, prepare yourself. We are already in that time we are talking about. That time that Mazen Nandekano told us about. That time that Mazen Simon Ekpa have been announcing. We are in it. And if anybody, that was even why you saw the propaganda you saw yesterday. Yesterday, the major aim of that propaganda was to divert the attention of the Biafran people. They know that the Biafran people definitely are listening to Master Simon Ekpa. It is confirmed. They know it. They know that the Biafran people are listening to Biafran to Master Simon, and they are not going to participate in that election. They know that Biafran land will be locked down. That was why they cashed into that very propaganda yesterday, and they were pushing it. They were pushing it. It was going viral everywhere. People were calling me right, left, and center to find out what was going on. Their conventional media joined the propaganda to push a lie. Their newspaper, their radio houses, everyone, including vice presidential aspirant of Peter Obi, went on Twitter and began to tweet lies. Even after Mazisa Maneka have come out to make brokers, he was still tweeting and say it was a recorded video. Shame on you all. Shame on you. More especially to those who call themselves Biafrans. And when you kill the hero in your life, when that thing that requires a hero comes, I wonder who you are going to run to. I don't know who you're going to run to. For those who are Biafrans, Igbo Biafrans, you understand what I'm saying? Prepare yourself. When you kill the native doctor that prepares medicine for you, don't forget that the enemies never finish. They will always be there. They will always be there. I say Biafrans are lucky. God is so merciful to Biafran people. God is so merciful. If not, the kind of people I see who claim to be Biafrans, with their mentality, the kind of people I see who portray themselves to be Biafrans, with their madness, criminality, it is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. There are certain things I see, very, very heartbreaking. The kind of statements they make, the kind of lying they follow. That your brother, you had a rumor, unconfirmed rumor that your brother was arrested. You begin to jubilate. But I tell you, we are not like the Department of Sabotage that we are sacked. Those who claim to be with Mazen Nanekano, they tell you that we are Mazen Nanekano is us. And he was kidnapped. 8 good days, you are not aware. We are not like them. There is no way something will happen to Mazen Samanekwa in 30 minutes and we are not aware. No, it doesn't happen. There's no way anything will happen to Mazen Samanekwa 30 minutes and we are not aware. It's not possible. We are not like the Department of Sabotage. We are not like those betrayers who sold Mazen Nanekana away and they claim they don't know what happened. We are not like them. We are not. And those of you who are wishing and thinking, let me tell you, Mazen Simon Ekpa is grounded in Finland. Well grounded in Finland. There is nothing you can do or anybody. He's exercising every single right that he has. He will exercise it to the last. He will exercise it to the last, and nobody's going to confront him anyway. Tell me, what is Mazen Nanekana doing different from what is Mazen Simon Ekpa doing different from what Mazen Nanekana have done? What is different between what Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing and what Mazen Nanekana has done? And that Mazen Nanekano, the court have said, let him go. He is innocent. And here you are. Here you are asking for the release of Mazen Nanekano. At the same time, you are calling for the arrest of somebody who is doing the same thing that Mazen Nanekano did. That is how confused and insane people are. All those idiots, all those clowns who claim to be members of IPOB. All those idiots who are serving their stomach claim to be members of IPOB. How can you be calling for the release of Mazen Nanekano as pre-leader? And yet, you are there calling for the arrest of somebody, his follower, who is doing the same thing that he did. Don't you see that you are foolish? Don't you see that you are insane? But of course, your request and your word doesn't cross a ceiling. It doesn't make sense to anybody. The whole world is watching. And at this particular point in time, even on the ground, as we are speaking now, they are watching on the ground, monitoring everything that is happening. You can no longer sweep the Biafran issue under carpet. Even in your evil plans of election, the Biafran topic is still on top of it. The Biafran topic have overtaken your wicked and evil election. You can't escape it. That is how formidable we are. That is how formidable we are. How many days to go? But yet, the Biafran topic remains on the top. It can never be business as usual. It can't be business as usual. Our Supreme Lamazen Nandekano laid a strong foundation and he taught us very well. He taught us very, very well. And we have been telling you, if you remove Mazen Nandekano, you're going to meet thousands of Mazen Nandekano lined up. People who are much more deadly than him lined up and waiting. Today, you guys, you are crying. You're crying. If it were Mazen Nandekano, it wouldn't be like that. If it was Mazen Nandekano, this and that, go and bring Mazen Nandekano out. That is the condition. If you are sincere to yourself, our spokesperson, Mazen Samaneko, has made it clear. If you want the status quo to change, bring out Mazen Nandekano. Whatever Mazen Nandekano says goes. Since you so much trust Mazen Nandekano, since you laid your hope in Mazen Nandekano, who is our supreme leader, you can't blackmail us with your cheap praises, no? You can't blackmail us with that. If you are sincere that you so much believe in Mazen Nandekano, you trust his judgment and you love him, we don't beg you to like us or love us, no? Go and bring our supreme leader Mazen Nandekano out. Whatever he says is final. Our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, have said it time and time again. But because you know what to expect, that is why you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. And those propaganda cannot move us. It doesn't move us. We are far, far, far ahead of you. As I told you, the plan to restore Biafra is from plan A to Z. Plan A to Z. Before we could be able to implement all finished. So there's no way we will not be in Biafra. We might not even implement up to ABCD and we'll be in Biafra. From the way things are going, from the way you are by your own self arranging the coming of Biafra, drawing it closer. Today we are in the international stage, and in a short while, you're going to say things are going to happen. The only thing you have to do today as a Biafran is to pay attention, follow instruction. That is the only thing we are begging. If you are in Biafran land, nobody's asking you for money, nobody's asking you to go and protest, nobody's asking you to do anything, nobody's asking you to go and fight the military or go and fight. The only thing we are asking you is to obey instructions. Sit when you're told to sit. Stand when you are told to stand. That is it, as simple as that. That is the only thing we are begging. There is no other thing you can do. Nothing. Just play your own part. And when we are saying all this, we are saying all this to secure your own life. Because why we tell you to sit at home, we want to defend Biafra land by all means. And you know that the enemy is going to come. You and I know their templates. That each time they come, they go after the innocent citizens. They go after ordinary people. They begin to attack ordinary people. That is why we are telling you to stay away, stay away. Keep away from the road. Allow the defense army to confront the enemy. Allow it and see how it ends. Don't put yourself in harm's way. That is what we are begging for. We have been announcing it and speaking it and saying it so that it will sink into people's head. That when we call for sit at home, it is not out of wickedness. It is not to dehumanize you. It is not to control you. It is not to intimidate you. It is to make a statement that you and I are ready for freedom. It is to secure you, to keep you safe in this moment that we are heading to Biafra land. It is to make sure that you are one of those that is going to raise the flag of Biafra. That is why you must pay attention. That is why you must protect yourself. That is why you must not get into things ignorantly. That is why you must not listen to the Zoological Republic and their propaganda. Anything you did not hear from Master Simon Ekpa, disregard it. Any information you did not hear from the autopilot platform, no matter what it is, any information you didn't hear from an autopiloted platform, disregard it. As long as it has to do with Biafra struggle. Anything that has to do with the Biafran struggle and acquisition of Biafra, and you don't hear it from our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, you didn't hear it from the autopilot platform, it doesn't exist. Ignore it. These words are very important. Don't listen to the enemy. If you don't know whom the enemy is, that means you are lying to yourself. If you are a Biafran, at this particular point in time, you don't know your enemy. We can't help you. You can't help you. Only Chukwu will save your life. Because at this stage, everything is in the open. Nothing is hidden anymore. Everything you can think of is in the open. All you have to do is to pay attention and watch closely. And then you see what is going on around the world. And you see your enemy speaking. How long shall we continue to pretend? How long shall we continue to listen to the voice of the enemy instead of the right voice? How long shall we continue to deepen ourselves into slavery? If you miss this opportunity, you might never get it again in your own lifetime. You might not get it again in your lifetime. It will not come again. Every one of us that is living today, if we miss this opportunity, it might not come again in our lifetime. Chukwu Okugabiyama have prepared us. He has said, go and possess your possession. If you are not ready to join those who are going to possess the possession, give way. Give way. It is not compulsory. It's not mandatory. You have your choice. You have that right to make any choice you want to make. Just like some people will make the choice to sacrifice themselves for Biafra. Some will also make their choice to sacrifice themselves for the Zoological Republic. Some will make their choice to sacrifice their life for Peter Obi. Some will make their choice to sacrifice their life for the caliphate. That is how it is. So whatever choice you make today, you have to be responsible for it and be answerable to yourself. Whereas for 90% of Biafrans, they have made a choice to take their freedom. They have made their choice to possess their possession. They have said no to enslavement. They will never be part of it anymore. And you say democracy, number count. If you really want to know what is called democracy and you believe in it, allow Biafrans to go. If you doubt that we are in the majority, conduct a referendum. Conduct a referendum. We are going to obey the result. But of course, you win. You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. The only thing that you can have in Biafra land is referendum and nothing. That is the least we can accept. Referendum. That is the least we can have. If you think it's a joke, there's no problem. Just wait and watch the movie play out. Just wait. The actualization of Biafra is becoming very, very clear and real every day. Very clear. Their propaganda cannot stand it. We cannot hold water anymore. Today you see them crying from anger. Any single opportunity for propaganda, they jump out. They jump out. It is only in Biafra, in a black community, that I see people who are killing their own Messiah. They don't want free people. Somebody that want to free you and you want him dead. You want him dead. You are lucky. You are lucky. This is how they did and did it. And somebody was making a video and he said that if he were in position of Mazen Nandekan, that he would have collected money and forget about it. Some people will call and say, Mazen, leave these people, at least let them suffer more. Leave these people, let them suffer more. But are we going to leave them? Of course we won't. Because it's a divine mission, a divine assignment. Just like Master Simon ever said, that when he starts, when he starts to pursue something, he doesn't stop on the way. And you can see it from the way he's going. He's not somebody that can stop. Why are you wasting your time? You can't stop him. You cannot stop Master Simon ever. You can't. 1 million of you cannot stop him. Just imagine yesterday, after your after your propaganda, blackmail and whatever, he still came online yesterday to broadcast and tell you that I will continue from where I stopped. Some of you are in shock. You don't believe it, even up to now. Some of those criminals, they are still in shock. Some of them were popping champagne yesterday. They were popping champagne yesterday. I wonder what they will be popping today.